for me is that I knew I was a writer from the time that I was 7 years old, and it was the only thing I was ever going to do, and I was incredibly focused on it from that time. Your path depends on what sort of writer you are, right? Because there's one school of thought, which is, you go to school, you get the assistant job, you work your way up the ladder, and there's another school of thought that you go and have a life. I think the writing education is incredibly valuable. If I were to do it again, I probably wouldn't have done it as an undergrad. There was so much personal discovery that still had to be done at that age, and I I graduated NYU when I was 20. So I didn't, I wasn't a grown-up, And so I had a lot to learn in life before that point. I think graduate school is actually great because you're coming at it from a place where this is what you want, you're dedicated to making it happen, and you're astute and savvy enough, or at least hopefully, to pay attention to the things that you should do in order to forward your career once you're there. But I think if you're coming from a different background, you're more mature, or you have some kind of or whatever else, maybe undergrad is the thing. I also see a lot of people, I have to be frank, that didn't study writing at all, that had other careers. If your end game is to be working, if you're coming to it from a practical place and this is what you want to do and that sort of thing, then maybe be something else, and then your in becomes they need people who are lawyers and they need people who are engineers. They need to come in and write those things more accurately. So it really sort of depends on where you're coming from. There's value in all. There's no one path.